3 best exercises for knee pain. That's the focus in today's video. The reason I've gone for 3 is to keep it simple. Okay, I don't want anyone's program to have 100 different exercises. Very often people come to us and they've been working off these massive programs. And we just cut it right down and go, here's 2, here's 3, here's maybe 4 exercises. Go away, work on these and come back to us. So I'm going to give you 3. Before we go into them, I'm just going to give you a couple of concepts as to maybe why you might be getting issues with your knee. So first one is the knee is getting overloaded. It's constantly working because other parts of your body aren't taking up the slack. Your body is designed to dissipate force. So the ankle, first of all, is designed to move, and the hip is designed to move. If you haven't got any ability to control these parts of your body, very often your knee joint is just going to get suckered into working overtime. So that's why the first 2 exercises, I'm going to focus a little bit upstream into your hip and a little bit downstream into your ankle. The third one though, guys, is going to be focused directly on your knee. And the reason for this is quite often people have issues with their knee just because the structures aren't tolerant for what they're asking it to do. So they might be going on long runs, they might be doing climbing, they might do any sort of sports. But what they're asking their knee to do hasn't developed the strength, the mobility and the tolerance for that activity. So the third one, I'm going to direct it directly on that sort of knee area and give you an idea and some knowledge on how to strengthen up the muscles in and around that joint. Okay, so 3 exercises coming your way, load of value, hope you enjoy them. Right, first exercise, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be focused on your hips. Okay, so I'm going straight into it, just to not take up too much of your time. So, left leg forward. I've got a split stance, one of my favourite stances, very familiar with a lot of exercises that I do. I'm going to use my arm as a driver. So essentially what you're thinking about is your arms reaching for an imaginary object out in front of you. So I'm going to reach my arm out and across my body. So if my left leg is forward, my right arm essentially is reaching out diagonally into a corner. And coming back through. Reach and come back through. And hopefully you can see in the camera how I'm having to load up this part of my hips into my glute and hamstring area. So I'm flexing and rotating all together. If that feels good, then we'll try on the other arm into the other corner. So left hand reaching into the right hand corner now. And that's just making a few different things working towards that hip. Maybe your hip might come out a little bit more variability, a bit more options in your movement, giving you some mobility and strength together. I'll just flip it round to show you how it looks on the other side. So this time it's my right leg forward. Start off reaching my left hand across the body. So I'm reaching out and across the right hand side. So I'm there. And again, you can hopefully see on camera, this right side of my body, this right chain, is really having to flex and load up. And once I've done that, onto the other side. So it's the right hand now, reaching to the left hand corner, right across. And as you do it, maybe develop the stretching if you can reach it a little bit further, but develop the speed as well, guys. As you feel more comfortable and stable, no problem developing the speed into this, or even if you wanted to, you can even add a step as well into it, which is a little progression as well. So I really hope you enjoyed the first one. Second one I'm going to go into looking at a bit more about the ankle, and third one specifically on the knee. Right, second exercise then is a step. Okay, steps is something we use a lot in our rehab programs. The main reason it's a great way of that kind of stepping stone from a sort of walking based exercise into sort of a lunge where people really want to get strong. Before they go there, before they've got a tolerance for that, very often step is really, really useful. And what I'm going to do the step today, I'm going to add some different angles in there as well. And you'll feel as the angles are sort of changing, the back foot, the back ankle might want to roll in and roll out. That's totally fine, guys. So what's going to happen is I'm going to step forward. But one thing I want to really say about today is actually I want you to keep this back leg quite straight. So you feel like you want to go further, but you can't because this back ankle will stop you. And that's totally fine. So just step forward there, come back in, step across, I'm stepping to the outside of my right leg, back in, and then into this left hand corner. Start off nice and small. As I said, back leg's quite straight, doesn't matter, a slight little bend's fine. And just stepping into these corners. If that feels good and you want to sort of speed it up, or maybe step out a bit further, that's also fine. So I'm sort of opening out the back of this calf area here. As I'm stepping onto this front leg, I'm also building some tolerance into this sort of front knee, decelerating my weight going forwards. I'll show you how it looks on the other side as well. So if I'm going to go Left leg back now. Right leg's going to step forward. That's here. Cross my body. And cross into the other side. So it's exactly the same on this side. As I said, I'm opening out this back calf here. And on my right knee, I'm building some tolerance up. I'm building some conditioning as my body's getting used to decelerating my body weight. So that's the second one, guys. Third one, as I said, I'm going to focus a bit more on the knee and give you an exercise to strengthen those areas up around there. Okay, so third exercise, guys, is going to be focused in and around that knee area. And what I really want to put the intent on is going to be your quads, your thighs. We want to get them strong and stable as well. So, this is what it's going to look like. Little mini split stance. So, chest is going to be up. I'm going to think a lot about as I'm squatting down, bending my knee and bending my ankle as much as I can. So, it's a nice controlled squat. Just going to go for 4 reps to show you. On your own, maybe 8 to 10. I've just got that control and that stability. I'm planting this left foot down and I'm making sure all my focus and intent comes up for this left leg. Exactly the same on the other side, guys. So, right leg forward, chest is up, nice and controlled down, and I'm driving for this right leg. Again, just show you 4, and you can see I'm having to bend my ankle quite a lot. Very often we see people squatting and they're a lot through here. They're trying to protect that knee. At some point in your journey, you're going to have to put some load through there if you plan on using that joint. Okay, so this is the third exercise of the best exercises to strengthen your knee. I've got some more detailed series on YouTube, guys, that will take you through a more detailed version of how to strengthen your ankle and your knee joint, and also some other series, how to strengthen your hip and your knee. So stay tuned for those. Really hope you enjoyed today's video. Give us some feedback. Thanks for watching.